George Washington. Do you know who was the first president of the United States? Do you know who is the father of our country? Do you know who is on the quarter and the dollar bill? Well, if you guessed George Washington, you are right. Today we are going to learn so many facts about George Washington. Where was George Washington born? This is the farmhouse in where George Washington was born. He was born on February 22nd, 1732, in this simple farmhouse in Virginia. During that time, Virginia was just a colony. George Washington learned how to read and write in school. He practiced his handwriting by copying lists of the rules that he had in his schoolroom. He copied rules such as raise your hand and think before you speak. His favorite subject in school was mathematics. He was really good at it. After George Washington attended school for a couple years, at age 11 his father died, and he became a very responsible young man. He tended to the farm, helped his mother, and also helped his brother. At age 16, he got his first paying job, and he was very good at it. When George Washington was just 21 years old, he joined the Virginia Army. A year later, when he was 22 and the French and Indian War began, George Washington fought on the side of England. George was known as a brave and good leader throughout the 13 American colonies. This is George Washington's wife. Her name is Martha Curtis. They married when George Washington was just 26 years old. They never had any children, but George Washington adopted 2 of Martha's sons. Once Martha and George Washington married, they moved to this house. It is called Mount Vernon. It is also in Virginia. This house belonged to George's brother. Today we have a guest speaker with us. We have Martha Washington. She is going to tell us some interesting facts about George Washington. Hello, kindergarten class. I am Martha Washington. I understand that you're learning about my husband, George Washington. I'm here to tell you just a few interesting facts about him. Did you know that George is very tall? He is 6 feet 2 inches tall. His favorite food is mashed sweet potatoes with coconut milk. His favorite animal is a hound dog, and he has many teeth made of wood. In April 1775, George Washington was chosen to lead the Continental Army. He became General Washington. George Washington served as general in a war for 8 years. When it was finally over, George Washington was seen as a hero because he fought bravely along with his soldiers. After the war, a new government was formed, and the 13 colonies became 13 states. George Washington was elected President of the United States of America in 1789, and then he was re-elected again in 1792. He was president for 8 years. In 1799, George Washington became ill and he died. He was 68 years old. He was a great leader and he was known as the father of our country. Now let's sing to this George Washington chant to the tune of Yankee Doodle.